weeks ago, before we even knew that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens would face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs amid their MVP conversation, Ryan Clark got absolutely destroyed for race baiting during this entire thing, because that's what he did. Undoubtedly, there's no question about it. The way he talked about Lamar Jackson versus the way he talked about Josh Allen and the hypocrisy that we saw there. Well, that was even more obvious in the aftermath of that game when the Ravens lost to the Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson, 2 terrible turnovers in the first half. They got their team down big. They did try to mount a comeback. There was a Mark Andrews drop pass for that 2-point conversion that could have potentially tied the game. We saw it play out, but undoubtedly Lamar Jackson made a lot of mistakes in this game. Ryan Clark, as opposed to what he did when Josh Allen had a fantastic game yet still lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, decided to coddle Lamar Jackson on social media after he got called out so much for his Lamar Jackson takes. He had so much riding on this game because he pushed so hard for Lamar because he's black and Josh Allen is white. And he said this: "You fought 8, gave your team the chance, had adversity in the first half and kept pushing. Oh, played like shit in the first half, put your team down 21-10. Okay. Did everything you had to do in the second half or in extra minutes. That's the way it goes when it's good on good. This ain't on you. You showed up in the most important moments." And it was very different from the way he talked about Josh Allen. You had some videos come out from last year about the way he talked about Josh Allen, despite playing very, very well and shitting all over Josh Allen because his team didn't win. Well, some other players have now entered this. We've seen Jason Whitlock call it out, certainly. And now Marcellus Wiley, former NFL player, former sports commentator on Fox, and I think for a while on ESPN as well, now has his YouTube show doing his own thing over there. He called Ryan Clark's ass out. Marcellus Wiley accuses Ryan Clark of race baiting in comparing quarterbacks. And this devolved from, taking what Ryan Clark has said on ESPN publicly, what he's tweeted, to Marcellus Wiley talking about it on his YouTube channel, and Ryan Clark getting very butthurt and sensitive and essentially destroyed on social media over this. Marcellus Wiley and Ryan Clark feud over race baiting claims. On his Tuesday podcast, Wiley played a clip from ESPN's Get Up during last season's playoffs featuring Clark calling out Josh Allen after the Bills lost to the Chiefs. In the clip, Clark said at some point Josh Allen's going to have to beat other great quarterbacks in the AFC, declining to give the Bills quarterback any excuses. Even though Josh Allen, I don't think he had any turnovers that game, played very well that game. I think he had 3 touchdowns, maybe 2 on the ground, 1 in the air, compared to Lamar, who had multiple turnovers last game. Wiley then shared Clark's social media post about Lamar Jackson after the Ravens lost to Allen and the Buffalo Bills, just as we have talked about, right? And this was an entire narrative that was created by people like Ryan Clark in the media, and it truly is all about race. There's no denying that. Marcellus Wiley calling that out. Do you see the difference in tone and intention of RC after Lamar Jackson lost with good numbers versus a Josh Allen when he loses with good numbers? This is to point out the hypocrisy, the race baiting of Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark then decides to respond at Marcellus Wiley. "I let you talk about me constantly because I refuse to give you life." Well, not now you're giving him life. You're calling him out and you're getting destroyed in the process. "You just lie, bro, and play to people and want somebody to think speaks for us to side with them." It's all about race to these guys. That's what it's all about. So let me know when you want to ask me face to face about anything. I'll even do your show. You're full of it, and you clearly need me since you talk about me so dang much. I gave you the chance at Catch Eye to Eye, but you weren't as talkative that day. Marcellus Wiley responds, "I'm confused by your tone. Ain't this you with my drink on your shoulder?" This is Marcellus. This is Ryan Clark. That's the drink on the shoulder he's talking about. "Please stop the tough talking on Twitter. We both too old for that, but maybe you're too fake to realize it. Gangsta ain't me, and it certainly ain't you. So stop faking it for the people, put the damn phone down, and go to bed. And when I see you again, don't forget to say cheese." Ryan Clark then responds and shares this text message from somebody that no one has any idea when it was sent. Nobody has any idea what's going on, right? All this shit. "Hey, Marcellus Wiley, you forgot to tell all your followers about our interaction at Catch for the Super Bowl. Like I said, we were not alone in Vegas. You couldn't let me be when I ignored you. So now I'm not ignoring you anymore. Let's have this conversation man to man." Somebody sends this, Marcellus chirping again. "He always is. I'm just finally tired of it. And he's acting like Vegas didn't happen because he's a bitch. I remember the interaction vividly. Oh, I know you do. You actually made it funny. LOL. No context to that whatsoever. As you can see, 1,000 comments, just over 1,000 likes for Ryan Clark, who has, 500,000 followers on Twitter. I did like this poll. Who's sucked off more black athletes, Ryan Clark or Joy Taylor? Which is funny, but he's getting wrecked, right? He is getting wrecked in the comments section. Marcellus decided to dunk on him one more time. Ryan's crying apology video by a pawn coming in 3, 2, 1. At Real Ryan Clark, for the 1,000th time, I'm not fighting you, little man, so stop trying to play this tough card for the world. It's exposing you. Texting yourself about me on your bat phone and screenshotting it like a teenager's real tough. What's next? You going to meet me at the flagpole after school with Mina Kimes and Laura Rutledge. Here's our deal. Keep race baiting and killing athletes you don't like, and I'll keep covering sports commentators, and calling out the BS. And I don't want you on my show. We don't do guests. Deal? Deal. Sorry, they don't have black hands, so I know you're mad right now. That got 13,000 likes. So Marcellus Wiley is dominating this war, this flame war on social media. Ryan Clark eventually tweeted out, hey, I tried to call you and you don't want to talk to me. Why don't you want to talk to me? Blah, blah, blah. Marcellus said, I got no interest in fucking talking to you about anything because you're acting like such a bitch. Personally, I do think that regardless of anything that's happened on Twitter, if somebody calls you, you pick up and you talk to them. That's how I feel about it. But right now, publicly, Marcellus Wiley is dominating Ryan Clark. And the reason Ryan Clark is getting so triggered about all of this is because all of this criticism has basis in truth. Ryan Clark is race baiting. Ryan Clark has a hypocritical double standard when it comes to Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. The same arguments he made about why Lamar should have been MVP last year and not Josh Allen, he has now inverted those reasons for this season because he wants to push Lamar Jackson as the MVP. All of his criticisms about Josh Allen, he doesn't equally apply them to someone like Lamar Jackson. It's hypocritical and it's based on race. We know that because Ryan Clark went on a diatribe about how meaningful it would be for Lamar Jackson to win a Super Bowl for black quarterbacks, despite the fact that Patrick Mahomes, you guys claim him as black. He's half black. You guys claim him as a black quarterback when it's reasonable, when you want to do so. But he's not black enough for you to push your narrative, apparently. It's weird how that works. But that's one of the reasons people are so sick and tired of this bullshit. This is why people with YouTube channels like Marcellus Wiley, who just sit there and talk about shit and react to some of the bullshit that ESPN and Fox spews on a daily basis, that's why their channels are growing and they're so successful. Because people are tired of this fake-ass shit, and Ryan Clark is about as fake as it comes. And Marcellus Wiley right now is absolutely destroying him. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.